Hi, welcome to my channel. This channel, I'm saying that we can go to the stars, the astronomy channel. This video about mathematics, I'm telling you that the science is false, and I've told you Einstein is false, quantum mechanics is false, and the physics especially, thermodynamics even, and all the physics. And now I'm telling you that the chemistry is wrong. If you understand, energy is light, is not electron, does not exist. We can go to the stars here. We can go here to the stars. So in this video I insert from 2017 astronaut picture of the day, but I speak about mathematics. I'm telling you that mathematics is crazy. Then how can you put on mathematics physics or chemistry? Or I'm telling you that the mathematics in itself is crazy. So this is the simple idea. If you do not have patience to watch it until the end, the simple idea is that you have arithmetics, algebra, numbers, and geometry. Okay, two different kinds. You see, this is one and this is one, but this is a geometrical one. You see, this is a geometrical one, and this is number one. Okay, and this is two, and this is two circles, you see, and this is three, and this is three triangles. Okay, like this. Okay, like this, okay. But and now you must show to me how you can put numbers on geometry, and I'm telling you that this is wrong. Few guys did this. First of one was Pythagoras before Christ, and you stay stupid 2000 years. When you the modern days retake, Pythagoras was the first one who was trying to make that physics stuff like this, to put numbers on the world. Einstein says only in a philosophical manner that geometry is already a physics, a science of physics. In one of his books, Einstein said this: geometry is already a physics. But you do not control how can you put numbers on geometry? How and who did this first? And so I'm telling you, it was Pythagoras, the first of who tried to put numbers on music like this, and the first to put the numbers on geometry. The second one was René Descartes, more enlightening. Revolutionary thinking. Okay, so but I'm showing to you that you cannot do this. You cannot put numbers like this on geometry. You cannot put numbers on geometry. But I will show to you in a much profound way the basis of mathematics. If you want to know my credential, I studied philosophy, a degree in philosophy, theoretical philosophy. And if you do not understand what is philosophy, philosophy of mathematics or epistemology, or I made these matters subjects, okay, on philosophy, and knowledge of scientific knowledge. How is the scientific knowledge, epistemology, and things like few things like this I did, okay. And if you understand, when you brag with this A same MC square, I told you that is false. And I took from this money, okay, Romanian money, just for fun, like this, to show to you Romanian money, like this is Romanian money on plastics, are made from plastic. Romanian money, like 100 stuff, you see, and 50, like one of these, four of these, $1 maybe, I don't know, four of these, $1, like this, four of one is, you see, this is the stuff already. You see, four mathematics stuff, four equal one, you see. You see this, some craziness already. 4 equal 1, like this, you see, 4 American dollars equal 1 leu. Romania is leu. We are in the European Union, but we do not take the currency of European Union. We have our own currency. Few countries on European Union have their own currencies. They do not took euros, okay, like there are 30 countries, let's say, but a few of them, they kept their own currency. Our currency is leu, like this. It means lion. 1 leu is mean lion. This is the name of our money, okay? 1 leu. And I brought you these small ones. They should prove to you the geometry and 50, like you on division like this is 6 cents. And now this is your trick. You see, you divide this 1 in 10 units like this. 50 like 50 cents, you know, but you acting like you don't know, okay? Like Saint Peter says this also first. They acting that they know that they acting that they do not know that the sky was borrowed, like the skies was borrowed, and the earth was made in water, coagulated, like, okay, but you know, but you act like you don't know. Like 50 cents stuff. You see, this is 50, half of this one. You see, now you divide one, but I'm telling you that mathematics is false, but let me do it in a nice manner, see, for everybody to know. You see, you divide this one in 100, this 1 equals 100 is the case. 100. This 1 equals 4, you see, and 1 equals 100 in this case. So this one becomes to be crazy. So equals 100 and 1 equals 4 in that case. But okay. But and now if you are taking one this of your stuff equals cents in our is bunny, like this is bunny, the like cents. Okay, so I took this if I to draw small geometrical figures like this. That's why, but I thought to explain to you mathematics beginning from there. You see, I'll show you why. Like small circles, I need this money, okay, to draw small circles. And you saw the Romanian currency. Okay, we are in European Union, but we do not took euros. Oh, okay, or maybe soon the Romania will go on euros. Okay, so now let me tell you, this is the main idea. This is numbers, okay, like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, like this. And then you have 11 in combination with these 10 figures. Like you have 10 pictures, but it's basically one. 11, 12, 13, like Arab system. You see that and so on and so forth. 100, 0, like this. It's a combination of 10 this. Okay, and 100, but this is the first place of, and until infinity, 1 and 100, you know this stuff, but let me tell you that this simplicity like this is true, you are believing somehow they can explain rocks and geometry with this. Because you can pay somebody, you see, with money, and you can divide it. You owe me 100 leis, like this. You put, if you owe something, you put minus some. So you have to give somebody 100 leis, like this, minus. You do not have it. When you're going to obtain it, you must give them back some minus some, like this. But in this manner, you see, you can add them, okay, 100, 200, okay, plus the plus sign, and you see the plus is commutative, like 1 plus 2 equal 2 plus 1, like this. Commutative, like 1 plus 2 equal 1 plus, and you make some nice things between numbers. But then in physical manner, if you add this door or no with this, or this one with this, is going to be commutative. You to treat them in like some objects. You see, they comport in different manners. So you maybe you can add in there is not commutative on if you understand, because the wave you give this wave first and the second one like this, you interfere, make another pattern. So they not commutative. They do not commute themselves. This important is in geometrical manners. You have objects. A real object is geometrical object, but this kind of numbers are nothing, are everything. You count rocks, you count money, you count everything. You see. So, but can you put this on geometry? Can you put numbers? These raw numbers can you put them on geometry? And you see the first one who did is trying to, René Descartes was making a Cartesian system like this, but the first one who tricked you that you can put numbers on geometry just because you can count figures. There's a triangle I have told you, there's a circle, two circles, four rocks, four circles, you can count them, and has one like this, 2, 3, 4. This is 3. Okay, and like this is the triangle. See, 3 and different kinds of triangles, and in this manner you can count, put numbers on them, but in the most fundamental way. Can you put numbers on it? The Pythagoras tricked you first of all, like I've told you, like in case of E equal mc squared. You see, even mathematicians like all these guys that have formulas, because they are false, they are send you another place. So but you can treat them from other part, like this is 7th grade algebra, but this is their bullshit. This is okay. So watch this is the bullshit. X squared plus x. This is originally from Pythagoras, plus bx plus c equals 0, like this. This is the formula, and you do not have another. This is, and somebody said the Viet solution. Now other guy did it. What you see? They try to trick you like this because the stuff is false, and like E equal mc squared. So you cannot calculate in Einstein direct. Said somebody. I cut it from the guy's mouth, and I show to you in one of my videos. This is the formula. I do not have another. mc squared. This is the formula, man. You do not have another. You do not have. And the mass is not related to energy. And I've showed you in a simple manner. This is the mass, 100 grams. You see, you do not have other equations. And you believe there's some energy inside this energy. I can vary it on mass, and it is not in Einstein equation. So Einstein is false. This is a simple proof, but you like to bullshit me, you see. Nobody others to trick me. They say to go and vomit these lies on schools, on children. And when I'm telling you that it's false to trick me, look, this 100 grams, I vary the energy, I vary it, you see. So I can vary it however I want, to vary intensity. So the energy is not related to mass, not at all. Not this, but the energy is light itself. It comes light from cable and it goes light outside. It's not produced by the light bulb. It comes through the wire. If you see these source circuits, you see source circuits from these guys. I have showed you that the energy is light. Look, watch. I'm subscribed to this guy Meo. He shows to you many things. So look, I'm telling you, energy, it is light. It is light. 8 billion people and using light, and we do not understand this. So many things. She shows to you many things. You see, like these landslides. You really believe that the Earth has 4 billion years? So look, light. Energy, it is light, and it is light in fire and light in electricity. Two kinds of light. There is the light, but there is light, you see. Electricity, it is light itself. So from where the light comes? If not from fire, from where the light comes, if not from these circuits, from the cable itself. So light comes and light goes out. Light comes and light goes out. You see, from Meo channel, incredible moments, a different kind of beautiful nature stuff, like accidents and different kind of collection. You see, like accidents and okay. So this is what I wanted to tell you. Electricity is light. Okay. So you watch that. That's light coming from the cables. This not producer is coming from the cable. So light come from the cables, not produced by the light bulb. So now I'm telling you, this is the formula. I do not have other. This is the one, and you do not have another. Okay, like in chemistry bullshit. You see, you burn carbon, hydrogen 4 plus. I know it by heart. I studied them. I told you I made philosophy of science, and it's. The science is false. The biggest thing that you can have on this earth is philosophy, said a saint, 160 lived after Christ. Justin, martyr, was killed, and a philosopher. Okay, so this is the science in philosophy, because your bullshit is false. Your bullshit is false. Who did this first of all? If you understand, first who did this is Pythagoras with this hypotenuse equal catheter square plus square, like this. So you do not have another. This is the Pythagoras solutions, okay? And you can convert it in here, and now I'm telling you this is the solution, like b plus minus radical from s square and other bullshit like this, okay? Over something. You look of them. You see this is your equation, say do not have another, like I'm telling you in the physics. This is your equation, you do not have others. This is your solution, and you do not have others. And this is crazy stuff, you see? Crazy stuff. So how do you put this? This is crazy, you make mathematics physics from this. You watch that. This implies two solutions on this, and this is your bullshit, and you do not have other bullshit to send me another place. What I'm telling you this, you put this on c square. You see this light in c square has two solutions. If you are crazy, this is the square and you kept it constant. But in this manner, x has two solutions. X has two solutions, and the circular reason is defined by a square power of this. You have a square power inside, and an inverse function of square power like this. So you're trying to explain what is a square function like this, and you reduce it to an explanation that have a square function. This is your craziness, and you do not have other bullshit. And you trick children, you calculate energy through this. This is Einstein's solution, implies two solutions like this. But this is constant, but this implies two solutions like in this manner. And so that's crazy. You cannot calculate direct insertion because it's crazy. Crazy if you do not believe. Let me show to you more. Mathematics is crazy. Believe it or not, it's stupid as fuck. I've told you already. Exactly in this manner. Okay, this is your equation for this, like this, and Pythagoras did this. The first the second one was René Descartes putting Cartesian systems like this. X, Y, Z, combining two sets of number, minus infinite plus n plus infinite, like this, minus infinite plus infinite, like this, minus infinite plus infinite, like this. To put a geometrical figure, a line like this, a square, like to put them to put them in a coordinate system like this, a triangle like this. And like you put all the figures, a circle. A circle has points like this. You see, you identify 4 points if you want, in a crazy manner like this, or 2. So the line has 2 points like this, and some craziness already. You project in a Cartesian system. But I'm telling you, this is a joke for me, your craziness, okay? So look at Pythagoras what did. You see, this is a right angle, 360 degrees. You do not wonder why you have a circle, why 360 degrees. You cannot even draw 360 lines in a circle like this. Let's try. Let's see. I make the circle. Let's try to make 360 like this. You understand? You cannot. Like you put in a bicycle like that fine iron stuff 360 once you cannot put them. So but I have 360 degrees. Why? Because of the air or why? But if you put the day circular also, it goes and comes back. It goes and comes to approximate the heaven, to measure the heaven with a circle 360 days. But you can put, but you understand this somebody did it, you take it from granted, your stupid mathematics. You put this and you put it, say it's 24 hours. Like that clock, you see, like that clock, tick, like this and 30. But why 1 minute 60? Why 60? 100? What is the craziness? Space being from 10 to 10 to 10 and time being 60. With 1 minute from money stuff 100. You see, 100 cents, 100 bun. Okay, but only 1 minute 60 seconds. Why? We can identify like a blink of an eye, in 3 seconds. You can count them. You can put the 20 notes in a, so you can hear them in a second. The man is capable. Why second to make from 1 minute 60? Why 60? 100? Why? And so now if you take these circles and put it in a day like this is a day. 24 hours, like it goes in circles, 24 hours like this, like the clock. You said that clock, 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock, like this, 6 o'clock, 6 o'clock and 12 like this, and like this, okay. And this is not 360, has 24 grades only 24, and you can put them like in minutes, then and the minute you break it in 100 if you make 100 decimal system, okay. So now you intersect the time has 60 stuff in a minute, and the space has 100, and you put them meter per second, okay. So this is a small part of your craziness, and you want to treat children, make equation, force equal mass times acceleration, and you put g force and you have a rotation of the planet, and you go with big money on Elon Musk, he makes rockets, and he tricks the bastards and the science engineer type of science is producing in a factory and still and you pretend you're some calculation, like, but I'm telling you about your calculation, what they are. Look, this is your calculation, and let me show to you another piece of your equation of the volume of the cube. Look, you see this is your crazy mathematics, and you do not have other. This is the formulas, and you do not have another. The volume of a cube is of third power, and this is of the sphere. The volume of a sphere, 4/3 pi of cube, the volumes. You see, this is the volumes of the cubes, and you do not have another. Let me tell you how it is with your volume of the cube. You see, you have a line of numbers like this. Let me tell you, you're crazy. You have the line of numbers like this, 1, 2, 3 until infinity, okay? These real numbers, because you do not have minus in reality, only if you have some debt, okay? Minus some money in your, okay. So because you cannot only when you break to divide and some stuff like this, but and then the physical matter comports different okay. So let me tell you about your, I said many times, bullshit picture. I began to tell you Pythagoras, but let me tell you about Pythagoras, how he put numbers like this. You have a triangle, you have it, okay. You see this is numbers on it. 1 centimeter is in centimeter, like like in inch, like I told you I'm from European Union, okay. So you put a triangle like this, and you have 90 degrees. I already tell you this crazy. This is 90 degrees. Why not 10 degrees? Why 90 degrees like 90 degrees, like this, 90 degrees. from 360 approximate a circle. Now okay, and you put his A B C. Let's see, A B C. See what the Pythagoras did. Not knowing how to make this relation between A C and B C with numbers, he put numbers on music. The first one who invented physics. So this MC per square. So now you must measure this line with this line with this line. You see from your eyes there is bigger. You see, okay, you see this is smaller and is smaller then. And you have 90 degrees here because you want maybe 24 hours. Maybe it's time here. You do not know. Okay, but let me tell you like this. How do you measure them? Okay, you make some grade stuff like this and you measure. This is this length and you put 1, 2 and this is this length. And the equation is on squares. What Pythagoras said, you see, like to treat in supplementary manner, that this you can make squares from not a square, but okay, it's not a square, but you can make a square in this direction. So in this direction you make a square, okay, from this line. This is a square, okay, this is a square, this is a AC square, this is the square of your imbecility, this is the square, okay, or 2 power or square and the cube. I've showed you that equation. So and you can make another square of here like this, and you can make another square like this. And he says already in all the triangles, because they are different, okay, they're different triangles like this. This is like representing all the triangles with a right angle like this, because you can make a bigger one, you see, a bigger one, and you see all of the bullshit. But I've told you there's nice commutative, and if you has a figure, geometrical figure described by a light object like this, and a bigger one can have a decided energy on it, and your relation like in continuum array, like a continuum array 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.3. If you divide like this in a continuum array, go to bullshit. If you understand this, they are programmed. This triangle will be programmed to have much energy than this. And there's no relation between this one and this one. There is geometry, but the numbers put on there and decided, and you cannot calculate it. In this manner, I've told you that in Leibniz, you see, in a continuum array, you believe some mass 1.5 times velocity. I'm telling you, this is the formula. So I break the idea, but I'm going to show you. 1.5 mass times velocity square times velocity square equals kinetic energy. Kinetic energy is this movement energy, this or impact energy. I throw this rock into all your faces, mathematicians, imbeciles, and trick the children, and no application this entire planet. And you take bricks and you make the big building, and you like somehow. So you see, the resistance. You already made some tables in some computer. You this imbecile, you do not know them even on your science. But you like to treat to imprison people on 12 with this imbecile. But I'm telling you, this is the formula. Do not have another. So what I'm telling you, you can put all the numbers here in the row. 1.5 is mass velocity. You see what numbers you want. 1, 2, 3, 4, and make you be continuous somehow. But you see, if I throw this rock in a wall, you cannot register on it a few certain. It goes incremental. If I pull much energy, kinetic energy, when I throw it from my hand, it's going to break. So you have the formula, but the formula breaks down even in a classical manner. Force time acceleration, Newton is kinetic energy. And you have two equations from then. Well, the beginning you must be stupid not to understand that this is not equal. This is not equal. I'm told you that this is not equal with this one. If you have to for a movement from the beginning. So the entire bullshit is false. Even in the mechanical classic is false, okay? So but I will understand this. You register this rock, you put a scale on the wall and you throw it with your power in a wall. You do not register incremental kilogram pounds for kilogram, because it's going to take kilograms, okay? So this rock impriming on a scale, like you take your weight, or you sit on something, you register the weight imprint with this rock, okay? You put your scale in a wall and you throw it with this rock in it. You will not register in continuum manner. You have a continuum real, you see real numbers like see 1, 2, 3 like this, and you have like this, minus infinite, okay, plus infinite. If you are imbecile, maybe okay, you do not know even this stuff, okay? But you see, you have 0 here, 0, some kind in the middle like this, 0, and you put 1 here, minus 1 here, okay? And you understand the idea there. 2, 3, and minus 2, minus 3 like this, like this, you see? And between this is your beautiful numbers. Between 1 and 2, like this, between 1 and 2 there is a continuum, infinite continuum, 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, you see, 1.3, 1.3, like this matter. I not put point like okay, this how we do it. Maybe you put 1 point, 1.1, 1.1, like 1.2 like this, okay? It's the same stuff, you see, but it's a continuum, infinite continuum, because you can mirror this with from 1 to 1. This all the these are infinite, okay? But now you are building somehow, because you're using this. When you go with this rock in a wall, it gives you all the values like this, 1.1. You throw it with 1.1 power bigger, is a continuum. It goes incremental like this. This could be only 3, 4, 5 values, 10 values. Register, you can register, I don't know, 20, 24. Only like this. You can obtain only 24 forces if you give with this rock in a wall, okay? I don't know. So if you understand, it's not a continuum. But now you want to put this on geometry. You see, the Pythagoras made this first bullshit like this. You see. So lately they drew it again like okay, this triangle, okay, this triangle. Like this, but they destroy you mathematics, understand you? Bullshit children's ABC like this. And he said that the square, let me tell you your square of the AMC per square. So line is velocity square. Let me tell you about this bullshit square, you see. And now he said, so this area, you measure them, this line. I told you that if you can measure them, you put this, you measure. But now let me tell you how smart I am. Like a Pythagoras, not any kind of guy with a measuring tool like this. No, I'm telling you that this area of this square area, this area of this square is equal with summing these areas. If you sum this area in all the triangles that exist. So now I made this square equals c square plus c square as a catet. This is the name, BC catet, AC catet, and opposite to the 90-degree angle, this is the square. So now you pretend you can measure this line and you can compare it, the areas between them. So now if you understand his trick, his trick is like this. You have 2 rows of numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4. I only make until 4 and infinite as okay, like this, and another one, and why? Let me tell you why. Because bidimensionality, 1, 2, 3, 4 like this, and until infinite. You see, until infinite. And now comes the trick. Now comes the trick. If you understand this, if you don't understand this square goes in another craziness. It's not this raw number. I'm explaining to you how. So if you take the a power of 2 like this, it means that you take any numbers from here, you multiply with itself 2 times. So a to the third power, you take all the numbers, you multiply third times, you see. This is a cube, this is a square. A square. And this is a fourth power. It means you multiply a 4 times with itself. So this is a times a, this is a times a times a 3 times like this. This is a times a times a times a like this 4 times. You see, where you understand I'm stupid, you are stupid, you are crazy, you are trick this planet until some guys with money steal the petrol from the ground, you sell them false formula, carbon, hydrogen, butane, ethane, methane, tetane, betaine, and this bullshit, and we money steal petrol on the grounds. You purify oils like in old matter, purify oil from the olive oils and with the filters, and you sell them imbecile stuff like formulas. And but I'm telling you that's false. You do not have another. But let me tell you your bullshit now, like in a more profound way. You see, 2 over the 2 power, so is another representation. I'm telling you 2 multiplied by 2. This is equal 4. But if you do know this, you do not know this is equal 4. Okay, okay. And this is a square. But now in the case of the square, it means an area. It means an area. This is a square. You see, this is a square. This is a square. But see, let's say there is this 2 meters, feet, foot. What do you want? What do you want? Miles, sky, 2. Okay, that doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Okay, so a b, put a b c d, so you see like this, and this is 2 like this big, I don't know, 2, I don't know, like this big. Okay, so now the area, it is 2 or the 2 power. This is means the square, it represents the square. But what is the imbecility? If you multiply this in a normal matter, it gives you 4. So now the area is 4. You see this area gives 4. This area gives 4. This is a formula, that's not mine, okay? You do not have others. This is how crazy you are, okay? Let me tell you. So, but now, let me tell you, 3 or 2 power, 3 or 2 power equals 6, like this, 6. Okay, so if you make the square with let's equal 6 like this. But now if you 9, this is 9. 3 multiplied by 3. Okay, this is 9. This is 3 by 2. 3 by 3. Okay, is 9 like this. Okay, but let me show to you what it means. This means that you make a square where you put the area between 2 lines, and you see that the only 2 lines you need to describe an area. This and this one. Okay, so this is the square, and this is a cube. If you make a cube, no, let's make a cube even. So this is your mathematics. I can draw. I can understand. You are crazy. I'm not crazy. See, you are. Okay, so let me draw a cube like this. Okay, maybe another one like this. Okay. Let me draw a cube like this. You are crazy. I'm not crazy. You are. Okay. You trick this plan. I told you I made philosophy. Okay. And and I studied. You see, this is a cube. So now let me tell you like this. On the cube, like 2. If you take 2 of 3 power like this, you multiply 2 by 2 by 2, and this will give you 2 multiplied by 2, 4 multiplied by 2, 8. You see, 8. So Q cubes gives you 8. It gives you 8. So now you understand the cube is 8. A cube is 8, and a square is 4. So now you understand that this means something else. this is a way of multiplying it by reducing. So now you inject b-dimensionality. So because let's say the line of numbers are monodimensional and representing monodimensionality like this. Minus, I began to tell you this already, but minus infinity plus infinity like this. Maybe you understand this, you know. I've told you -1, -2, -3 like this, +1, +2, +3 like this, +3, and must okay. So this is your raw numbers, okay. But and let's say this you represent this with a line. So you represent this with it is a line, okay. So now you take this line, you make a square from it. So you make a square for an infinite square like this. This infinite square, you see. But so let me tell you now. You see, if you make another line, you have another direction already. You see, you make it in this direction, You see, on geometrical theorems, it says that a multitude of points compose a line, and the point has not direction in this part. It does not have direction in this way. Does not have direction, because then you can measure the thickness of a line. Then in geometrical manner, this is infinite points. You can number them with numbers if you want, okay. Points like this, make a line. This is from theorem, from geometry theorem, okay. So now if you want to make a square, you understand that you put another line like this and has dimension, because otherwise you not have dimension. You cannot measure it. There will be without dimension, a square without dimension, without measurable dimensions, okay. So now we have dimension in this, the point, or 1 or 2 or 3 has dimension in this trajectory. It has a vector somehow intrinsic from the theorem of geometry, but not in this direction. But now you need to take another line like this. You plus minus infinity plus infinity, like this is big the coherency of the Cartesian systems. Okay, and with this line and with this line you make a square. But you understand a square. But now you understand that this line has dimension in this direction, not in this direction, and this has in this direction and not this in this direction. So how you can intersect if it has direction in this but not in this? How can you intersect two lines numbers? How you can intersect them to make from the theorem? Okay, you see the figures, but explanation in mathematics is crazy. I'm telling you it's crazy. So now I'm telling you the impossibility of put numbers on geometry. It seems to you crazy or not? I'm telling you. You have here. I've told you 2. This is 2. Okay, this is 2. You take it from a continuum like this, 1.2, but it's infinite, so it's infinite from here to here. So how do you take it? How do you want? Why do you want? But you can maintain some logic, you cannot. So now you intersect this 2 by 2 equals 4. So in a linear manner equals 4. If you take it from here and be monodimensional, in a monodimensional plane of lines is 4. But now by the bidimensional plane is you understand. 4 is an area. So you represent in a line with for a point on a line, okay. So now you discover that this line, if you put it like this, is 4. So this square is 4. Like so you understand. So you understand, you impose somehow bidimensionality in a raw manner, if you understand. Okay, if you go with this further to understand, 2 over 2 power equal 4, 2 over 3 power, or 2 multiplied by 3 by 2, 8, okay, 2 over 4 power is 16, okay, 2 over 5 power, 2 over 5 power, 32 and 32, and 2 of 6 power, okay. So now you understand. now you understand that you can convert this 64. Okay, 64. Let's okay, now you understand this is square, this is cube. This is cube, but in multiplying monodimensionality gives you 8. But you cannot say this is all I want to tell you. It is like you are lying to me, because not you cannot take a meter and 2 meters to say the 8 meters, because it's 2 meters square, and 2 meters you have like you have like this bucket of water, like, or I don't know, a big stuff, a container, put water, okay, and you say this is 2 feet like this, or okay, you cannot say that it's 8. You see that you see that the measure of the volume is a cube. Is you take a 2 and you put 3 like this, you already know 3-dimensionality, because if I want, I put one like this, and one like this in a plane manner. You already know that's 3-dimensional. So I'm telling you that the cube is not 8 as 2. Okay, 8. The cube is not in a normal multiplication. It is a you see, understand? So if it is an area, it's C square of Einstein. You don't believe that it's great or crazy. You not believe this, okay? So C squares, okay? A square for by area, force by area, newtons per gigahertz. You do not understand, these guys are crazy, maybe. Okay, so now you understand that there in these two manner you say 2 cube equals 4 in normal linear geometry, and 2 cube equals 8, 2 square okay, 4, okay, in a linear manner. But this is representing 3-dimensional figure, so already you can represent with it a 3-dimensional figure. But and you pay attention when you make an area that it is an area, and it is not you do not go in a normal multiplication. Do you pay attention when you make this with treating energy by area? Do you understand? I see energy per area, not per. So how much energy is in this rock? How much energy is this? 8? 8, yes. So now if you understand, you intersect 2 lines like this to make a function already between them, if you understand. And if you understand, you cannot put a geometry. They are real objects, geometrical objects. This does not contain numbers. 1, 2, 3 does not contain as real object. Okay, you can trick somebody by scaling it like this, okay. But exactly how you are saying, when you go in a deep manner, in a geometrical manner, you see, okay. So now let me tell you like this with your numbers, like this. You see, you understand that the numbers are not geometrical. We make these circles like this, many of them, like this, okay, like this. I showed you how it break down if you make with a physical object. This is my physical object, this is my physical object, or light, or this has a quantity, okay? But when the number does not have, because if it does have a quantity, and it somehow is wrong because it has a quantity. If you see you see the trick is like this. You see, you understand there's only pictures like this, only pictures. 1, 2 means 2 lines like this. This is 2. 3 lines like this. This is 3. 4 lines like this. This is 4. This is the only picture, but representing a line. You understand? Because it's not a rock, it's not form, does not exist. Only like a picture, a name of 4 lines. 5 is 5 lines like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines like this, like this. You see, 5 is 5 lines, and so on and so forth. That's why the Roman system was telling you. But if you treat it like point, they do not have dimensions. So now you make a line does not have any dimensions. You understand? You understand? So if you treat them, you measure the line, but does not have any dimensions. But you measure it because then you can say the point has a dimension. And in this case, if you say that this has a dimension, and you are obligated to say there's a dimension, because otherwise you cannot make a line in this direction. So the dimension of the point has a dimension, minimal dimension in this axis. And it cannot intersect with it with the minimal direction. This axis only has two property to intersect. Then becomes the intersection becomes the direction in both axes. And you deny what you said that the point does not have a dimension. This is from another Greek enlightenment stuff. Euclid, okay, Euclid stuff. This is Euclidean stuff. Okay, but now let me tell you, if you say that this is a dimension, you are wondering then the atom exists or how? So you understand it's tricks like children. But if you do not have any dimension, then how do you calculate? How do you put geometry with numbers? So the numbers have or have not the dimensions. They not have dimensions. You can only number them. How? In a crazy manner, you number and count with money. But if they have dimension, let's put them in the dimension like this, in a circle. Now you see that if this dimension, exactly this dimension, not the one with this dimension, the circle with this dimension, we do not know how, but what it is. We do not measure it. This circle represents a trigonometric circle, so 4 circles, and this line is infinite somehow, but it is not, but it's infinite from 1 to 2, infinite. Okay, so now let's put line in it. Let's put this line, let's put it in these circles. Okay, so we put a line, 2 lines, 3 lines like this, 4 lines, 5 lines. Okay, 4, 5, 6 lines. Okay, lines like this. Okay, but now you are understanding already that you cannot put them anymore. You see, guys, their limit. If you take that they are dimensioning, if you want to put much more line than this, you must make or the circle bigger or to the line shorter. So now if you increase the number of lines, you must put them in the same unity. You must make them so you put 7 in the same measure like this, but you make them smaller. You make them smaller. You see. You make them smaller, and you put 7. So from a certain number of the figure that you take it to fill up, you must make smaller the lines that you put it. So what it means when you tend to infinity like this? When the lines tend to infinity, become an undimensional point, tends to 0, and smaller to maintain the dimensionality. You see. So now it's commutative and non-commutative. How it is this? Okay, so now the last circle, you put an infinite points in it. And you can, because from 1 to 2 is infinite. From 1 to 2 is infinite. 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, 1.5, 1.6. So this is infinite. This is infinite. Okay. It is. Okay. So, but what I'm telling you is made with light, and it could be infinite. It could be infinite, but now through mathematics you say there is some atom. You see, it's some atoms, and so with mathematical tricks, I'm telling you that all the particles do not exist. So this is close to infinite, and you realize somehow this is filled with points already. The length of the line tending to a point that could to fill here, and it could be infinite ones like this. and you consider as tricks because this is a this is a picture only, a picture with a letter, with a exactly like a letter. This is a number, but it's a letter like type. Is a sign put to this. These two representing this as a sign, okay? But basically there are three or this, or if you treat them like points, you see 3 points like this. 3 points, 4 points, you see, like this. So this is Pythagoras force of them who make this craziness, and you understand if you decide this line because to have a function on short, to have a function like you see, you have a space, time, mass, okay, you have energy like this. Only with this bullshit you are working, okay? Light has many properties, okay? But this is some properties, okay? So now you understand from the start that you cannot represent them in a same set of number, because this if you square this, if you square the mass, what will give to you? You square mass, what will you have already mass is three-dimensional, you square it, what will give you? It goes, it multiplies in normal manner, like okay, so understand some crazy. If you understand, you intersect to make a functions with space, what I've already told you in decimal manner, like from 10 to 10 in Europe, 100 millimeters, 10 millimeters, 1 centimeter, 10 centimeter, 1 decimeter, 10 decimeter, 1 centimeter, 10 meters, 1 decameters, 10 decameters, 1 kilometers. Okay, like from 10 to 10, and the time is different. The time is space, okay, and the time is different. The time is like 1 second, 60 seconds, 1 minute. You see, 60. Why? Okay, and 60 minutes, 1 hour, 60. Why? Why 60? You understand it? You understand this, guys? This guy were crazy, and you see, and 24 hours in one day. So the time is different. Like mass is different. Okay, you have kilograms, and the energy is different. So you must understand now that you have three stuff like this. 1, 2, 3. Let's say there's real numbers and natural numbers. So okay, and you until infinite. Okay, and four rows of this. One is space, one is time, representing time. 2, 3, 4, and so on. Space, that it is, if you put numbers on space, already crazy of the 2 power or multiplication plus infinite, 4 like this, and 1 for mass, 1, 2 for mass, okay, 3, 4, plus infinite, and 1 for energy, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4 for energy, okay, plus infinite, okay, like this. And you understand there's already a function. You combine many rows of numbers like this. You assign numbers to energy. How much energy is 8 energy, and the mass 9, and the space 10, and the time 10 and 11 o'clock, and it's my 10:14. So you understand, you intersect this, you must keep some logics. You must check some logics, and I've told you that if you make dimensionality, now you find atoms. You take from the start that it had this dimensionality, like you find atoms. So what I'm telling you, this is your craziness, and I've told you that you do not have you do not have this other craziness, okay? And this is a cube, okay? And you understand that the cube on cube is becoming to be more relevant, you see, because you see if you say that the 2 multiplied by 2 like this is a square power, you see, 2 meters square, 2 meters square, you see, you put square, you see, you put square on meters like this. But you understand it's not square, it's not it's a square. Okay, but okay, it's not numbers, it's a square. Okay, so now on the cube becomes more relevant. Why? Because you see these 2 meter squares, 2 meter squares, 2 meter squares, 2 meter squares. But now the cube matter, the third power equals 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2. You see, like this, the third power. So it is 4 8 equals 8. In the linear kind of matter equals 8, but it gives you 2 meters square, 2 meter cubes like this, 2 meter cubes like this. But you represent with monodimensionality or a single line bidimensionality, you see, and they are not dimensional numbers, they are not dimensional because you say dimensional. So you represent in non-dimensionality dimensionality, and they do not have dimension. Just tell me what is the dimension, and now you make the wrong stuff on here. Only with 2 power, and then when you go in cube is already 3. What is only 3? Okay, and then you have in the equation, and in equation you pull pull third power, and you have a volume of energy, and you cannot reduce it like to make an inverse square function of like I've told you, minus plus circular reason already. You put so it's hard for you, but to lie is easier. Okay, so but now we understand this. There is this is 2, this is 2, this is 2, this is 2. Why 3 only? This is 2, this is 2, this is 2. All the lines are 2 in a cube. 2 meters, a cube by 2 meters, 2 meters by 2 meters by in all direction. Why cube now? Why only 8? Why? Because you have 2 meters, 2 meters. So now you intersect a 6 dimension. How many are 4, 8? And another 4. So the 12 lines like this to make a cube, okay? And we 12 lines reduced to 2, okay? 12 lines reduced to 2, okay? You now intersect 6. You intersect six kind of this, because each line can be represented on this. You have different vectorial stuff, because you do not know this one goes like this, vectorial have dimension this part, and this like this, how we intersect. And let me tell you, this is not trivial, it's relevant, because you have, I've showed to you my make music in the computer. These waves can be minimalized if you put in a stick billions of hours or trillions of how you like to say. The smaller of music makes this small, okay, like this. This stick 250 gigabytes. Imagine how much music Bach, all the music the Bach composed has only 8 gigabytes, okay, 250 gigabytes. So now you understand this zoom minimalize itself like this, and you put it and you define it by energy, has a geometry, and minimalize itself and goes. You understand now like you understand the wrong stuff, and I'm telling you this to make sure this video. Here is a 4-dimensional space inside this rock. Is a 4-dimensional space like this. You are and you do wrong stuff again if you make this cube and put 8 to the 4th power, if you understand mathematically, because the geometry is a geometry, 4-dimensional geometry, not a number geometry. It's a 4-dimensional geometry, not in numbers. You try to represent in numbers and you do wrong stuff like this. I'm telling you, inside this rock, because you can put here in a memory stick like this, you can put 15 days, temporal spatial days, if you pull them out of movie, non-stop movie, 250 gigabytes. I'm telling you that you cannot explain in mathematical manner. This was an invention, if you understand. You cannot explain in a mathematical manner, because you have time on each movie, like 1 hour movies, let's say, okay, multiple series, okay, and you put them on non-temporal, so must be a stream, temporal stream. You pass light through them like this to copy them, and you understand it, they do not do this through time. Do not do this through science. They put light intercedes, knows to copy, duplicate the piece. I explained to you maybe how this piece is functions. They say 19 billion transistors. They do not have any anything to deal with the transistor. You have a copper like this, you print on it like you print on it on supermarket with straight like this. You print a supermarket on copper, and you put pictures like you put you put this is and on crystal glass like this. Between two them, they are saying makes transistors. They do not have in deal with transistor anymore because they are pictures. Pictures is sound in pictures. The first guy printed the entire circuit of resistor condenser. That's what it means, circuit, integrated circuit. Printed to get rid of this board of resistors like this. And so now it's not transistors only. The transistor multiply what they are put into it. And maybe you will confuse this with the integrated circuit. And I'm telling you, I know science. I'm telling you the science is wrong. Integrated circuit was like you have two like this and another two like this, and you make the signal picture to like you are saying plus minus to circulate. Okay, minus from here to here. You put pictures from here to here, and from here you add incoherent energy. This is integrated circuit like this. Like you got incoherent energy like from your battery or from your and the energy it is light but it is incoherent somehow, multiply what you put in it. This is the first stuff when they minimalize and they made another way the transistor. The transistor was on some crystal, put three like this. You put energy and you put the signal and you intersect the signal with energy, multiply the signal receiving. So they are good for TVs and for radios. Multiply your system, there it is. Okay, so if you understand, they make us integrated circuit without any transistor like kind. So you intersect four wires, basically 4 wires in a circuit. In the integrated circuit, it makes the same step like a transistor with 3. Okay, you put energy, incoherent energy from apart and from apart pictures and multiplies in a coherent manner. You do not know how. For wires like a copper, I did not know how it works. It works. Four wires like this from 2 of them, because you see must have 2 and circulating like this. And now they are saying in circuit integrated circuits there's 19 billion, some of them 24 billion transistors. I'm telling you, you have to deal with 4-dimensional space somehow. Like Saint Paul says this. Let God make you know the height, the length, the width, and the depth. Those 4 dimensions, space dimensional, time dimension. So it's telling you there are 4 dimensions. Okay, but you want to understand now. They are printing like this on a copper sheet, like printed the smaller copper sheet like this, and another one is made on silicon like this. So they are printing on copper laser the circuits. This is how this piece is done. So it makes this differential potential between 2 things like this. The energy must have two light energy, 2 things like this. And you put on two. This is what I've told you. That is multiple dimensional already. You put on between 2 materials, a copper one and a silicon one like this. You put billions of pictures. So you understand now there's some crazy stuff. There is billions of pictures. You can represent them like this. And you have only 2 straight, at least a printed copper one and a silicon one. You must understand this mathematically. Something mathematically wrong is happening. Okay, you print like a monodimensionality, like a supermarket. You put many things on like this. Here goes here, this goes here, this goes here. Like you can print this on copper, okay? And it goes there exactly like this manner, okay? But you cannot understand even the time of them. It is a linear, comes from here to here, and light multiplies the time itself. You see, like in a transistor manner, because here they are not. they are not 15 days, real days, external days, you see in here, but in a real manner they were filming 15 days, hours with the camera, 15 days of movies, non-stop movie. So you see the time itself is like a zoom, duplicated, multiplied like by light in a zoom manner, okay. So I'm not against mathematics, but God says to Noah, like you will make your ark and you will do it with 300 cubits or like this, from here to here, approximating any length of like a half a meter, let's say. Half a meter like this, 300 cubits. You will make it the length of the ship of Noah, like 300 meters like this, 25 meters like this, and 50 meters like this, 150 meters. In cubits double this, okay. So 150 meters like this, 50 like this, the ark, okay. Like this is the dimension of the ark given in the Bible. In Apocalypse is measured the city wall 144. It says there were 12 apostles. The numbers are the full book of Moses, numbering the people. That's 350. You can number. I'm not against. See, I brought you money, but from this macro stuff you are trick yourself. You see, you use this science. You do not control logics. You have only this science, minus, plus, divided and like this, and let's divide the house of the Trump will be angry. Okay, you cannot divide everything in reality. That's why I'm telling you. So you cannot apply this science between numbers just because you have a geometrical object. It is undividable, like this donut. This donut does not exist. You can minimalize it. You can put it in a fractal-like manner, in a small ways, the same like in a big manner, like this. You see, you can put it here, but you cannot divide it. You can make a small picture with me, small, but you cannot divide it. It is going to be, it is going to be me. I've told you, you cannot divide the White House. Trump will get angry. You divide it. You have the sign, but do go and divide it. Just be angry. You cannot multiply again. You see, I want to have like God made wine from water. You multiply water, make me wine. But you cannot do this. Okay, you cannot put the plus sign on everything. You cannot add. You see. Only from through some things. You see, you have monies and put more on them. Put more here. Okay, add them, do not, okay. But you see, some procedures in the physical manner, you must respect some logic of this procedure. So in the mathematical manner made on the numbers, you must respect some coherent rules. And I've told you it's incoherent in the base. It's incoherent in line. If you think like line type manner, and okay, this. Okay, I've told you it's incoherent is itself. It seems to you or not. And René Descartes put a figure like this in a cross like this. You put minus plus infinite and put a line. In this manner, to pretend that a geometrical line you can assign like here. You see, you can assign it in numbers here, numbers like this. Okay. And then if you want to put a square here on numbers like this, and a circle, I've told you, and another figure, a triangle, okay, and 1 like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm not against but it's limited and it's false. And when you apply this, if you do not control the logics inside the mathematics like this, you cannot control. You see, this is a square. This is a square of area, and you cannot make from this simple multiplication. You cannot. It's another kind. This is a square. But if you treat it like a 2 power of 2, 2 power of 2, a square of 2 is different, okay? But when you now treat areas like this speed of light on square, on area or what, you see, like Einstein did, it's crazy, like it's in a square in Leibniz formula also, and you can understand this on time in on Newton also. This is the video for today. I will watch it and I see what not said clearly. Okay, you see this, you understand it. If you want to intersect like this, multiple lines, each one conform to, does not have dimension in one direction, and but must have dimension to make a line. So the point of intersection has dimension in all the parts. It becomes multiple dimensional. If you go three-dimensional with this, okay, it becomes and it is something else than a simple point of a line, if you understand. If you keep this simple point of a line is defined somehow, you put it in numbers 1 to infinity, minus infinity, this you must keep some logic, if you understand. So in bidimensionality is this multiplies ontological manner like this. It multiplies, it has already two vectors like this to create dimensionality, to intersect. If not, they do not exist for this line, if you understand. So now you take an infinite line, it becomes infinite and has no dimensionality, because must say then they have a dimension, like here intersection, but nonetheless have direction and dimensionality on all directions, and it becomes a contradictory logic, if you understand. From here to here it becomes in contradiction to create bidimensionality, if you understand. In the three-dimensionality it becomes, you understand. So now if you understand that parallel stuff and intersection stuff, you can go only one line from one point and stuff like this. You maybe it is multidimensional. You can put many lines of light, maybe infinite. Maybe you do not know this stuff. You do not control this, and you say that it's clear in logic even in mathematics, and it is not even inside mathematics clear. Maybe this is like this is infinite, like it's a infinite cube, like the matter. This copper piece, you make a cube from it, this copper piece, you put it like in a piece like this with silicon, and maybe there's infinite in this infinite cube, if you understand. You do not understand how, but you understand like a rational mind thinking, like mathematics like this. If you intersect in all the plane, all the stuff as the vectors and dimensionality all over the place, like this, you see. And this matter you can put pictures like this and temporal stuff on a piece of copper like this over silicon copper, like if you understand. You can print with laser, with light. So I'm telling you that the color, the red colors telling you that is, and the colors telling you the matter is made with light. You see light on the surface, you break, you see light, and in the second matter you see there's light, you see. And this is a physical object I'm describing. It is not a wonder that exists, it is more a wonder mathematics that these objects describe geometry. So this is the trick, and is more, the empirical matter is more wonderful than in mathematics. I describe mathematics and you do not know how to explain it. Okay, this is like children, okay, making fun of one another. I make mathematics and you do not know how to describe it. This is the fun. I make this like very fast and very easy. You do not know how to describe this on numbers and with philosophy, but I make it. And this object is empirical, and you do not know how to explain this. You do not know. And I make how many do I want, you see? But I'm telling you, but it could be infinite. This piece, it could be infinite. This piece could be a real matter, four-dimensional. But you cannot represent 4 dimensions, because you see there's a square and a cube is going to be area of a cube, and in a 4 manner, A of 4 manner, you can multiply like 2 by 2 by 2 by 3 four times in a row, but it is telling you 4 dimensions. This is going to be a square, a cube, and a four-dimensional cube. If you understand, it's already but we must understand this regard monodimensionality. This is monodimensional. It's very important. This is a square, a third power, and fourth power. If you understand. So now this is what I'm telling you. You are comporting like children. Life could be infinite somehow. It makes matters, but you do not know how it is. It has many properties, and you cannot treat it according to one monosubstantial way of being, like mathematics, like this. Matter with equation. We cannot. Okay, so this is what I wanted to tell you, but I'm telling you that mathematics is false. It's logically inconsistent. If you understand, it's logically inconsistent, is illogical, and it's only games of numbers. You see, like you have a chessboard like this, and you have some rules. You move like this, you make like this, but the rules are only true only in the game, in the game of chess. In this matter, we have formal languages, philosophies, name formal languages. You have some internal logic like this, but then you play inside. Let's find x. X power plus bx, like the general formula. You see, like this, plus c. Equals 0. Okay, this is a general formula, and you have the relations I've already showed to you. Okay, let's play. Let's find polynomials and things like this. But when you put this and you already understand that you are crazy if you do not understand this. Could be simple multiplication, because in this case it's x times by multiplied by x. You see, x multiplied by x. And so why do you put like another kind? Why do you put like this? Why do you trick me? Why? It's x multiplied by x. This is x multiplied by x. This is x. You see, 3x multiply x. Like I put like x multiplied by x multiplied by x 3 times. Why do you put it x is the third power? Why? They already you have it like this. For simplification, because you have x to 100 power like this, let's say for simplification, but okay, and you have two values, okay, for minus and plus, and you using the power inside. I'm telling you that it's incoherent. It's incoherent logic. And Pythagoras already made some physics in this, like Einstein says. I told you, like the philosophy matter, because his equation are false. Okay, you cannot make equations. They are somehow functions in a chemical manner, but you do not get it on this hour. You do not found them on this hour, because light is energy. Okay, this is strict because it already is a function. If you understand, a function in higher numbers, in from numbers in a big dimensionality of numbers. You can keep numbers, but you understand, you represent now you inject like in a functional manner, like in a row of non-dimensional manner, in a b-dimensional, and from three-dimensional and monodimensional. It's like functions, like functioning, injecting that solution in the fourth row, because that to represent somehow a number. But what you will do? Why we will do this? Why we will do this? There's some games, some tricks, if you understand. Why we will do this? Why do you see to inject in 1-2 row of numbers into infinity quantities? Why? If you understand, it's a demonic tricks, and I believe there is demonic jokes with mankind. Okay, if you mathematics, you understand mathematics, cube of the third power, sinus, cosinus, function of, and in the meanwhile they are stealing stuff, and they have big bricks with big money. You see what Seinfeld said in a movie. He said, I don't hate the Jews. Okay, I like the most comical movie, in my opinion, Seinfeld. Okay, there is like, how you make a big building? You see, this is still that will hold. So this Seinfeld said, you see, what do you have? Still good they will hold. Okay, this is the science of architecture, engineering science, because they will not give it from here because it's false and illogical, if you understand. And I'm told you in 1700 you put bricks like this and have a 100-meter bridge and 700-meter bridge, and you were mathematical stupid, but now they are you that from mathematics comes, and I'm telling you, the first who did this was Pythagorean crazy manner, intersecting in a functional manner areas with a plane in numbers, if you understand. Areas with plane in numbers, if you understand. Okay. So you, and then René Descartes, and this you have physics, because René Descartes made the first one who made physics. You can search, you have before Newton, you can see formulas of impact before Leibniz even. Okay, he made this Cartesian systems. Okay, goodbye, God bless. I'm telling you, mathematics is incoherent logic. It's a game, play with numbers, let's find numbers. Let's put numbers between them like this. Let's put and put the reality inside them. You must control. You cannot in a more bigger manner than this logics to make like this. There are 3 children that they have equation in physics. This is what pisses me off. But see, this is false in every kind of way you want. Mathematical kind, in the physical manner, in any kind if you want. The science is wrong, including mathematics. Goodbye, God bless, like, share and subscribe. This is the video for today.